closely with other federal agencies, our state partners, and our local police partners as well. Again, at this time, we are not prepared to identify who the shooter is. We are close to that identification, and as soon as we are 100% confident in who that individual is, we will share it with the press. With that being said, also, we do not currently have an identified motive, although our investigators are working tirelessly to attempt to identify what that motive was. At this time, I'm going to turn over the podium to Colonel Chris Paris from the Pennsylvania State Police.
Thank you very much. My name is Colonel Chris Paris, P-A-R-I-S, Commissioner of Pennsylvania State Police. I would just like to say that the State Police have been in regular contact with the Governor's Office, and the full support and assets of the entire agency are behind the FBI and our other federal and municipal partners to assist with this investigation. The thoughts and prayers of the Pennsylvania State Police are likewise with the victims of this terrible act. We are prepared to support this investigation in any way, shape, or form, and we stand ready to participate in a full, fair, and competent and thorough investigation. To give you an operational rundown, Deputy Commissioner of Operations, Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens, is behind me, and he will discuss the operational portion that's being conducted by the Pennsylvania State Police. Lieutenant Colonel Bivens.
Good evening. So let me describe for you a little bit about the scene that we have over there. As you know, there was a grandstand, a very large area, a lot of people there when this all unfolded. The former president had come out and begun to speak shortly after 6 o'clock this evening. And within about 10 to 15 minutes, a number of sounds were heard, and it became apparent that shots were being fired in that direction. It was a chaotic scene. Law enforcement, I believe, acted heroically, quickly identifying and neutralizing the threat, as well as responding to assist the various victims. PSP had a significant presence on the scene along with all of our federal partners at the time of the shooting. We have since enhanced that presence significantly, bringing in resources from all over the Commonwealth to ensure that we have a speedy, thorough investigation. We are working very closely with the FBI as we work through this. As you can imagine, because of the variety of crimes that have been committed, some are under federal jurisdiction, some are under state jurisdiction. And so, we're working through all of that, not an issue at all. We work seamlessly. But the FBI has maintained the lead on the attempted assassination. PSP will take the lead on the homicide and the shootings of the other individuals in the grandstand area. And so there are a lot of witnesses to be interviewed, a lot of things to be processed. There were some complicators that hopefully the next time we speak we can describe for you, but some complicators that slowed down some of the processing and the positive identification of the shooter. But know that at this time we have no reason to believe that there is any other existing threat out there. We are doing everything we can to make sure that this is thoroughly investigated, and that if there is any information developed that anyone else was involved, that between PSP and the FBI, that will very quickly be followed up on. So I think at this time we would open it up to questions from all of you.
Was this a lone wolf attack?
Again, I think it's too early to say that. We have one shooter tentatively identified, but we're not stopping there. We're following up on a lot of information. It will be some time until we can conclusively say or answer that question, I think.
How long do you think that gun was hiding up there? I mean, we saw the snipers up there, as the crowds were kind of rolling in. It looked like they had a pretty good viewpoint to check everyone out. How long did that guy been up there?
Again, that will all be part of the investigation, but
Can you come up to the mic?
that will all be part of the investigation. But but I can tell you that preliminarily it appears everything unfolded very quickly. So, again, we'll have more information on that, but it's just too early to start definitively saying this happened at this exact time. And
But it wasn't like he's inside the security perimeter, right? That building he was on was outside of it?
That's correct.
Check how far outside of it?
We'll have that information for you. It was some distance outside of the
Colonel,
security
can you
perimeter.
comment on reports that there were people who saw someone on the roof and tried to alert authorities?
We're following up on those. I will tell you that I am aware of those, and I am aware that law enforcement had responded to a number of reports of suspicious activity. The specific response to this will be all part of the after action, but yes, law enforcement was responding to check on several suspicious occurrences.
What were the other suspicious occurrences?
That'll all be part of the investigation.
Upper County, Pennsylvania. Is there anything else? Did he have any affiliation with that company, do you know?
So again, we're not prepared at this time to provide the identity.
Pemirsa, yang baru saja kita simak adalah pernyataan pers dari aparat penegak hukum gabungan dari Amerika Serikat, diantaranya adalah dari kepolisian Pennsylvania, kemudian dari pihak Secret Service atau dari pihak pengamanan kepresidenan Amerika Serikat yang menyampaikan pernyataan terkait perkembangan terkini penanganan serta investigasi insiden penembakan terhadap kandidat Presiden Amerika Serikat dari Partai Republik sekaligus juga mantan Presiden AS Donald Trump yang terjadi di Pennsylvania, Amerika Serikat. Dalam keterangan dari aparat penegak hukum ini disampaikan bahwa sejauh ini memang mereka belum menemukan motif dari pelaku. Akan tetapi identitas dari pelaku ini sudah diketahui oleh pihak aparat penegak hukum dan upaya pendalaman terkait dengan motif terus dilakukan, diantaranya dengan memeriksa sejumlah saksi mata. Kemudian aparat penegak hukum gabungan juga mengatakan bahwa investigasi terkait insiden penembakan terhadap Donald Trump akan melibatkan pihak FBI, di mana sampai dengan saat ini aparat penegak hukum gabungan masih terus melakukan upaya pendalaman terkait insiden penembakan Trump. Kemudian investigasi ini dikategorikan atau disebut sebagai dugaan percobaan pembunuhan. Pemirsa kami
jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.